everybody, and welcome back to Nodcry! We are continuing our trek through this northern isle here in Nodcry, vaguely making our way north to Kipumaki Cliff, and today is Knights of Favonius Day. I'm so excited. The task today is the Favonius Keep and Amsfartnir. I think when we took a peek over here a little while ago, we saw Varka for a split second, so I expect to see more of him today. But before we get to that, a little bit of housekeeping. So to begin with, look at this. I've got a bunch of stuff up here that I have been forgetting to look at. Firstly, it's this. Look at that. We get a portrait for our new outfit for the Traveler. Then there's this thing, which is new to me. I got this for... not Local Legends. Valiant Chronicles. Doing Valiant Chronicles things. So we got some fun options there. We shouldn't have anybody else because while we have name cards, we haven't gotten any new characters. So I've got this. Oh yeah! In the teapot. I got an award for planting a bunch of plants, and I got this. It's very pretty, isn't it? Samara, I've been working on my onion. And we got a bunch of these last time, so just taking a peek at those. Something is still there. What did I miss? Who did I miss? Oh, way up there for Larua. As you can see, I have been slowly accepting some achievements. Who else is there? What am I missing? What? Who? Oh, Klee. I see. They're starting me down here because that's where I'm at, but I need to go upwards. Alrighty. So that is our general housekeeping for the day. Really quick, I'm just going to pop in here as well. Same that. Nice. Don't mind if I do. Okay. That should do it. And let's proceed on. I do want to read some letters today, but let's actually do that a little ways in. And depending on how things wrap up today with time, I would like to maybe take a peek at some of the Nodcry artifact sets, like we've been talking about lately. Kind of ish. Hello, did I speak to you before? No, I remember meeting you though. You didn't salute because you're so focused. It's a-okay. I just want someone to salute me so I can salute them back. As always, I wish this game would add emotes. Kind of like in Millie Ashra, but like little animations you could tell your playing character to do, your active character. Hello, did I talk to you last time? I think I did. Because I remember you saying this, and he's the Grand Master, so how do you expect to be a match for him? Oh, in terms of how much you can drink. Well, he's twice your size. Again, how do you expect to be a match for him? What's with the Grand Master's physical makeup anyway? It's like he's guzzling plain water, not alcohol. I even deployed my own special sobriety tonic and I still couldn't beat him. Is it because he's the Knight of Boreas and so he has a gift for spirits? Special tonic? At the 8th Koi, we're responsible for a variety of battlefield support operations, including technology development in certain areas. Oh, cool. We're the ones who developed tech like the ranged weapons used by 5th Koi, into the latest defensive structures. Mr. Albedo and Miss Lisa have also been a great help to us. Unfortunately, none of them belongs to the investigation team. Or one of them belongs to the investigation team, and the other doesn't want to head a support company. I should also mention that among all the alchemical potions we've developed together with them, the one most popular with the Expeditionary Force is our sobriety tonic. Our Grandmaster has never used it, however. That's fascinating. I love learning more about the knights. Ah! Look at all the pennants. Look at all the supplies. I want to meet everyone. Look at the open air baguettes, I suppose. Hello, sir. Oh my gosh, where is everybody? It feels a little empty. Are they out and about? Hi. I like your belts. Are you... They look like sword belts, I guess, but no swords. They must be at rest, on break. I wonder if all the other knights are over there. There's Varga. Okay, let's get this meeting point unlocked and explore Amsfartnir. I'm so excited.
Marina's covering the north, so we'll have Laurent take the east. Right, that's all for now.
What's Laurent's last name? I very badly want it to be Lawrence, even though that doesn't make any sense, so he can be Laurent Lawrence. Just... Laurent would be even better. Can he be Laurent?
Hey, Varga!
I don't know why, the idea is so entertaining to me. Hi, Varga.
Huh? Honorary knight? Paimon? What brings you to my camp?
Just moseying about. Happened to run into you. Did we interrupt?
Not at all. Any camp of the Knights of Favonius is your camp too. so make yourself at home.
Oh my god, I love Mondstadt. Thank you, Varka.
Though, you should give me a heads up next time so I can have the quartermaster break out the good stuff for you.
Is this really the Expeditionary Forces camp? Paimon was expecting it to be a bit more... crowded?
See, that's the interesting part. If she's actually mentioning it, then maybe there is a reason behind it, and maybe we can find more knights. Where is everybody?
Not many from the force are still stationed here. And of those who are, most are out patrolling. Truth be told, it is a bit of a ghost town.
What are the people left here doing?
We're also gathering all the Abyss-related intel we can. Situation in Nodcry's stable for now, but we must remain vigilant. You never know when the Abyss will come roaring back.
They have the same banners, same symbols. Interesting.
Intelligence is the foundation of any campaign. It's not just enemy movements. Terrain or shifts in the weather can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Should we go ahead and assume these are knight outposts and these are Abyss knights and or allies, and that's Abyss and or Fatui maybe, who knows?
Moving forward, we plan to form a long-term partnership with the Northern Intelligence Network. Turn this temporary camp into an intelligence station.
Okay.
An intelligence station? Whoa! Like the kind in Fontanian spy thrillers?
That is very privileged information he's giving us, because if I were him, I would make it seem like we had, you know, withdrawn the expeditionary forces back to Mondstadt, left behind maybe a minor force just to maintain relations and, you know, take care of the camp so it's not completely abandoned in case of a crisis in Mondstadt, but make it seem like it's running on a skeleton crew. But then actually have it in full operation as an intelligence camp, because it's so close to Snezhnaya. It's even more close to Snezhnaya than Pyramida is, I assume. So he's telling us this. It shows a lot of trust in us. And also a lot of trust in our attacks and our ability to keep our mouths shut. Oh no.
Haha, as if. Name one book with a camp this lightly defended in it. During these years out on campaign, we've found that different abyssal disasters are occurring all over Teyvat. They're unnaturally cunning, always shifting, with no two attacks quite going off the same. I hope to use the Northern Intelligence Network to share our findings, and use that collaboration to keep gathering information on the Abyss.
It would be kind of cool if we had heard about the expeditionary force passing through other nations, don't you think? If he's been traveling all over Teyvat, keeping tabs on the Abyss, we've seen a lot of the Abyss in other places too. It would be cool if we could hear things like, oh yeah, the Grandmaster of Mondstadt passed through here once. So on and so forth, but it's cool that we met up with them here.
This isn't any one nation's burden. Every day, countless winds blow through Nodcry. I'd say that makes it the perfect place to set up an outpost.
I wonder what their path looked like. Where else did they go? Do you suppose they went deeper into Snezhnaya at all? Probably not.
Oh, so that's why. So this is chivalry in action.
Right? Leave at least something here in case things happen again. We can help.
Haha, well, chivalry's good and all, but in reality, we've only just established this station, and don't even have a good map of the nearby terrain. If you stumble across any building materials or intel nearby, don't forget to bring them back with you.
Will do.
Rest assured, you're our honorary knight. We'll look after you.
Leave it to me.
One expedition wraps up, another begins.
That looks like trouble.
Grandmaster! We've got big trouble, sir!
It's big trouble, and it's Winfried!
Oh, what is it?
That guy we saw somewhere.
That important guest we were expecting today? He's trapped at the foot of the mountain.
What? Is it who I think it is?
The wine merchant? Important guest who is trapped. Is it the wine merchant?
Yes, sir, it's him. Most of our available manpower is tied up in patrols.
I wonder.
Who do we reassign?
But if we want to take it seriously, maybe it's, it could be, for instance, Nikita. Or potentially an envoy from the Northern Intelligence Network. Or even the League, if we want to bring, like, the guy from the Voynich Guild into this. Because I'm thinking, if it was one of our other allies, they could fight themselves out of a mess. Though, of course, we would go to support. So who could get trapped?
No need. Just point me in the right direction. I'll handle it myself. Honorary Knight, Paimon, till next time.
Till next time, Grandmaster. Next time being in about 15 seconds, right? Look at her face. We pursue, we support, we assist. We are honorary knights. We'll not let this challenge pass us by.
Paimon's never seen Varka so nervous. Now she's curious who that guest is.
Could it be a critical informant?
Yeah, that's probably it. Let's follow him and see if he needs help.
That's my girl. Let's go. Hi, Anselm. Who do you think it is? If only Cardinal Seamus were still here. He came with you? I remember his name being mentioned, but I didn't realize he was here. Who are you? Good day to you, Honorary Knight. I'm Anselm, a member of the Knights of Favonius' Expeditionary Force. I'm also the supervisor on duty at this stronghold. I was the captain of the 6th Company before I was sent out on expedition. Now I assist the Grand Master with the Expeditionary Force's administrative affairs. Okay, so we've got... Oh man, I remember them mentioning it during Paralogism. A bunch of the captains were in Mondstadt and introduced themselves to us. How many companies are there? I am also in charge of looking for the Grand Master when he goes missing. And the way he put his hand to his forehead, I get the feeling either he goes off to the flagship or maybe he goes off to the front by himself. Maybe a bit of both. Cardinal Seamus? Cardinal Seamus has returned to Mondstadt. Previously, he was virtually the only person handling all of the Expeditionary Force's administrative work. Oh. After he left, Nanina, Laurent, and I have been taking turns to cover for him. But, try as we might, it is often difficult to keep up. They say that Master Jean, who stayed behind in Mondstadt, handles virtually all of the Knight's affairs, big and small. It really is a case of, like, father, like, daughter? Wait, I was distracted thinking about Laurent and his last name again. Seamus, so... He handles all the stuff, or he handled all the stuff. You're now heading back to Mondstadt. Wait, didn't somebody say that he's got personal things to deal with now? Oh, if he's... Okay, so if he's Jean's dad, he's going back to Mondstadt, he might be seeing his daughter. Plural? Question mark? Is Barbara also his daughter? He might be seeing them for the first time in multiple years. Wow, reunion. What has the Expeditionary Force been up to recently? From what I remember from the manga, he seems like a decent guy, right? Definitely wasn't shady in any way. He might be a little bit too trusting, I think. Because I remember him not liking the Fatui, but also maybe trusting them a little bit too much on their word when they said that they would leave or something like that. Seems like a nice guy, though. What has the Expeditionary Force been up to recently? This expedition is finally coming to an end, and many of our knights can't wait to go home. However, per the Grand Master's orders, this camp is to remain operational as an outpost for gathering Abyss-related intel. Several of our knights have already volunteered to stay behind. To be honest, I'm somewhat surprised by the number. We even had to draw lots to determine who would take the first round of duty. I will also stay behind with them to finish the work of setting up the stronghold. Don't you miss home? Huh. A knight feels at home wherever the wind blows. Ah, I love Mondstadters! And it's not like we'll never get to go home. There will be other knights coming from Mondstadt to relieve us. What's one more round of duty after the long expedition we've already been through? I love them so much. Because when you think about why would they want to stay here when the other option is go home, you know? Back to their families, back to their houses instead of a camp. Out in the wilderness. My first two guesses for why they'd want to stay here is either A, they're adrenaline junkies and they want to fight the wild hunt, or B, more likely, they're just so knightly. They want to help fight this threat that they're posted right next to. They see it as a duty that they're happy to do. Oh my god, I love the knights. Fantastic, fantastic. So, what do you think? Can we actually go after Varka? Let's check on the... There is no meeting point. It is straight up gone. Did it move? It did! That's hilarious. It moved with the quest. The meeting point that is Varka himself. Hilarious. Well, let's go do that then. Definitely want to finish this quest up before we go explore Svartnia. Oh, Armini, didn't we speak to you before? Really quick. Captain Hertha, right. Captain of Logistics back in Mondstadt does our reputation quests. And you are... Oh, hello, Honorary Knight. I'm Captain Hertha's subordinate, or rather, her former subordinate. My name is Erminie Sprengel, and I'm currently assisting the Grand Master with logistics. Having said that, Sir Anselm's really the one who's handling practically all of the logistics work. I mostly help those idiots over at 8th Koi with their gear. You know, stuff like explosives, and more explosives. This is going to be Klee's company in the future, isn't it? Seriously, though, who apart from the idiot Emma Toll would like this sort of work? Captain Hertha. When will I finally get to do the kind of work that Captain Hertha does? To keep those juice heads from blowing up the camp entirely after a night out, I have no choice but to help come up with explosive devices that are safer to handle. Tell me more about those devices. Oh no, please don't get me wrong, Honorary Knight. I'm no explosives expert. I don't really have much to tell you in response to that question. Initiation sensitivity, oxygen balance, detonation velocity, detonation pressure, all that kind of stuff? I don't know the first thing about any of those. It was just by chance, yes, by chance, that I happened to hear my childhood friend Emma Toll rattling on about them. That's all. As for how to mix together different liquid explosives, or coming up with safe blasting methods that ensure a fast reaction and all that jazz, that has even less to do with me. That's all the work of those 8th Koi idiots. Like Captain Hertha, I'm a support knight who works in logistics. My only dream is to handle all the paperwork with grace and elegance, just like her. Hang in there, Armini. Hang in there. I was going to say, like, you know, she's rattling off all these terms and saying, I don't know the first thing about them. I was going to say, well, I'd never even heard of those terms, so you know more than me. But apparently she just overheard them from a friend. And now she's stuck in this mess. In the midst of the explosives.
Help! Please, help me!
I literally... It is so... Okay, there it is. I was going to say, it's so bright in this room right now that I couldn't see anything. But also he wasn't on the screen. Yeah, I bet it's the wine guy. Look at that cart. You're a wine merchant, aren't you? Woo! I don't want to get set on fire. I feel bad about the wolves, though. Must I fight the wolves? Look, this one's pack leader. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Did they run away? No! Oh, I only needed to defeat the leader and they left. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yay! Minimum wolf herding.
Hey! Are you okay?
Even if they're not Lupical, I want to honor Lupical by not hurting them, you know?
I'm fine. Whew. Good thing you guys showed up so fast. Or I might not have made it by sundown.
Praise be. Our essential supplies made it through safe and sound.
It's definitely alcohol, right? It's either alcohol or that, what's it called? Sober tonic? Hangover tonic?
What kind of supplies are that important?
Booze. It's gotta be. Why do I smell alcohol?
Good eye. This here is the dandelion wine we specially ordered from Dawn Winery. Pure Mondstadt in a bottle.
Look at his face.
You have no idea what it took us to get it here, all the way from there.
Ha! And a fine job you did. You're drinking with us at the feast tonight. Whole camp's been looking forward to toasting you.
A man of honor in this community.
So, the only reason you were in a hurry was to make sure the drinks got there in time? And here Paimon thought you were finally being serious about something serious!
What's that? Are you saying drinking isn't the most serious of serious business? Because I'd love to have a drink right about now.
Well, I suppose you should take it seriously, because after all, please drink responsibly, right? Barca, you're on the clock. You have to wait.
Wait! Please, wait a second. Now is not a good time.
Yeah, we've got to make sure this guy gets to camp safely, at least.
Yeah! Listen to him! First, you gotta take care of the serious...
This is a custom brew. It needs to be kept constantly rolling to prevent settling and keep its flavor. Having sat for so long, I'd say the taste has degraded by at least 10%.
Can't we just, like, mix it again?
10%! Unacceptable! Nobody touches a drop till it's ready.
Okay. You do you, then.
So, how can we bring it back up to scratch? Surely just get it
We
rolling
specially
again, right?
commissioned someone to build a mechanism that keeps the barrels rolling. Looks like it broke in the fall, though. So now, I guess we'll have to rely on old-fashioned muscle power.
I can envision where this is going.
So we just keep whacking the wooden barrels and rolling
What?
to their destination? Sounds like some good old Knights of Favonia's strength training.
Wait, the knights train that way?
Aye, teaches force control and precision. Need both, or the barrel won't stay true to the path. It's basic training for many knights.
Well, consider my curiosity piqued. As the honorary knight, I'd like to try my hand.
Ha, keen on basic drills, are we? Well, Larua and the others won't be back for a while. Right then, all yours. Don't worry about knocking him a bit too far. Just holler and I'll toss him back into place.
I'm more worried about cracking the barrel open with my sword, but I guess you keep it sheathed or something. Just pretend. Ooh, hello, brother, and his dull blade. When striking the wine barrel with normal attacks or charged attacks, it will roll in the direction of the attack. If the barrel accidentally rolls too far off course, talk to Varka and ask him to reposition it. You know what this reminds me of, kind of, is the ice boss in Dragon Spine. And use charged attacks to throw its little crystally, icy things back at it. Are you clapping? Thanks for cheering me on, I guess.
Back when I was training Noelle,
Oh.
she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second
he's
she got
talking.
nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward.
Noelle is quite
Over
strong,
time,
isn't she?
She became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha,
Oh.
She might not have realized it, but that's progress too.
I want to hear everything he has to say, so I don't want to finish too quickly. If I give it just a little tap, how much does it go? Oh, I see. That'll help me control the direction. How interesting, went twice. I'm very interested that it's not rolling back down this hill. What a magical barrel. Alright, Varka, anything to add? This is your last chance. I wonder, can I talk to him about anything besides resetting the course? Varka?
Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit?
Oh, nice find. Let's talk a bit.
Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward.
Well, I guess this way we can make sure we've heard all of his dialogue. Look at his boots. Those things are massive. That's so cool.
Over time,
Love the armor.
she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha, she might not have realized it, but that's progress too.
Okay. Guess that is all he has to say. All the memories for today. I think we found the person who shares the memories. At least some of them. Maybe not the ones that Zhongli meant, though. Ooh. Oh! This is about the first leg in my journey. I see. He came with me. Hey, Varka. I wonder if he'll have more to say now. I'm gonna
First time
move
I
it
did
forward.
this training with Razor, it took us an
Razor!
entire day to finish. Know why?
Why's that?
He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about.
I believe it. That's adorable. Oh my goodness. Ah! No, I want to hit this. I'm trying to get this out of the way. Oh, I can't break it. Uh-oh. I can clear these out. Do you suppose I could go over this hill? I could try to go over this hill, but I worry about knocking it off the cliff. Do you think I could go over? Ah, I'm a wizard. Or at least this barrel is magical, it's not breaking. Indestructible barrel. Truly, Mondstadt's wine industry is known for its many innovations. Oh my god. I feel like we're getting farther away from the camp, actually. Should we not have turned up that path already? Hi, Varka.
Gene
I
and
hit him with it.
Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or
No, I
not the
can't.
Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this.
And?
The Knight's basic training helps build character. But since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion.
Ooh.
She happily brought her bombs to the training grounds. And so we reached a consensus. We won't discuss the matter again until she's a bit older.
She's still building her original character. She doesn't need additional character building opportunities. She's doing that every day. Where's my target? Oh, it's up there. Okay. I'm seeing these fences. I suppose I'm not supposed to go those ways. It's so helpful that this thing doesn't roll back down, or else this would be positively Sisyphusian. Is that how you say that? It's one of those words where you read it. You know the word, you see the word. I've been trying to say it out loud.
Just from watching you.
Whole new world.
There's gotta be an easier way, right?
I will not cheat, Paimon. It is my duty to fulfill the knight's training like any knight before me.
Come to think of it, You haven't met Lowen yet, have
I
you?
haven't.
Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training.
He's a free spirit,
Asked him
huh?
about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time.
Fascinating. That's a little bit more ruthless than I kind of expected. You know, maybe I should have expected that from his ultimate, though. But I guess I like the idea of, like, not fighting things that won't, like, try to defend themselves. It's kind of echoing chivalry. Well, like, you know, if an opponent doesn't want to fight you, you don't fight them. But at the same time, there's just kind of... The way he phrased it is a little concerning. I guess he might be one of the knights. I wonder, do you think... Did he stay here, or did he go back to Mondstadt? Because last time he was mentioned was during the test for who can handle Kubaki. And that was well before the Expeditionary Force decided to go home. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is... I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the ones who chose to stay here, on grounds of being a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. Just based off of what Varka was saying. Aw, my instinct was to say...
Honorary Knight! They're back!
My instinct was to say we're home.
They're back!
It's
They're
so
back!
Mondstadt.
Everyone, fall in and give them a proper welcome!
Everyone is so excited to see that barrel, aren't they?
Wow!
Goodness
we're this
gracious.
popular? Paimon feels like blushing.
How the wind carries that scent from afar. Sweet Barbados, it's true. Dandelion wine.
But to be fair, it is a very powerful thing for morale. Especially because it's so iconic of their homeland.
A special brew from Dawn Winery to boot. They're back. All my precious memories, they're all flooding back.
Oh my god, wait! Yeah, in one of the Wine Lacefests, or the Wine Lacefest, didn't they talk about Dandelion wine holding memories? Wasn't that the whole thing with Razor's parents? Wait, that's really sweet, actually.
Oh. So, the welcome isn't for us, is it?
That's okay.
Yes, this is it! This is the taste! Oh, it's just how I remembered it.
They cracked it open immediately.
Amazing. After all these years.
Really, how long have you been gone? I kind of want to ballpark like 2 to 3 years, but that's just a complete guess.
I was starting to think I'd already forgotten the taste of a good Dawn Winery vintage.
The way they're talking does kind of sound like longer, but then again, it might just feel like longer if they've been through a lot, which they might very well have, what with the Wild Hunt and also trying to attack Barrier at one point.
If the taste hasn't changed, then my home back in Springvale probably hasn't changed either. Right? ...
Which is fascinating. Or, it's the same. I've been there. I will say it's the same. We know. I think this ... might be alluding to the event with the Spring Fairy. So we know some things have changed. But as far as this guy knows, it's the same.
Thank you, Honorary Knight.
Oh my god, there it is! The Mondstadt salute! I'm so happy. Oh, he looks super happy
That's
too.
enough. Put
That's
a cork
good.
in it, everyone. Barrels stay sealed until everyone's back. Let's finish the party prep in the meantime.
Oh, yes, sir. On it, sir.
Like I said, drinking is the most serious of serious business.
Oh, and thus it is night. Time for a feast? They're singing! That German?
Oh, sticky honey roast, sweet madams. Paimon never thought she'd get to eat such authentic Mondstadt dishes out here.
Oh my god, no, I'm just... I'm really enjoying the song. Is it modern German or an older form of German? I have no idea. I'm so happy that there's like multiple voices in there. It's not just one synthetic voice duplicated. It sounds like they got actual singers to sing this. Oh, I would love to hear this with music behind it.
Wait, where's Vorka? Anyone seen him? He's not passed out drunk in a ditch somewhere, is he?
Oh. I thought that was the end. No, they're gonna keep going. Oh, hooray. Oh, it's a looping. Okay, good. Okay, good. Given his liver's battle prowess, is that even possible? I'll go find him. You keep eating.
Okay. Paimon will catch up when she finishes.
This is so cool. No! Why did you stop singing? Oh, thank God they started again. Thank Barbados. It is so nice to hear them singing. These guys are the loudest. I love it. Nobody wants to talk. That's fair. I just love it. They're from Mondstadt and they're singing. I so badly want to hear this put to music. It must sound amazing with music behind it.
One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears.
I mean, help yourself. Well, at the same time, this is an outpost. But at the same time, they have a steady supply line. And we can also bring them food if need be. Oh my god, I love a choir! And it's cool, it's like a chant. There's not too many complicated harmonies. It's easy to sing, basically. That's really nice.
What's the hero who saved our savior and brought it back to camp doing in a corner like this?
I wonder what they're saying. Took the words right out of my mouth. What are you doing drinking alone?
Truth is, what I've got in my cup is the most special of special brews. It can only be drunk alone.
Look at the giant mug he has and then the smaller one. Is it a sentimentality? Or is it straight up water? Are you watching over everyone?
But since you've caught me, nothing for it. Here, have a cup.
Like, it would be interesting if the twist is that the reason he can drink so much is because he actually waters it down a little bit so he can keep a clear head. And he offered us some. Nobody else has ever offered us a drink. I knew it. It's apple cider. Actually, it might have happened once, but the point being, it typically doesn't. That's how you know something's up.
Got me. Just a joke. Not a drop of liquor on me right now. If you're thirsty for a real drink, go find Erminy later. She's got plenty in stock.
That's how you say her name, Erminy.
A camp always needs to have one sober soul to guard their drunk comrades from things that go bump in the night.
Exactly.
Those have been my standing orders since this expedition started.
It's interesting the way he said that. My standing orders meaning either he issued the orders or someone issued them to him. It's probably in this case that he issued them.
Rotten luck, eh? Just so happens that tonight, it's my turn to be that sober soul. So, on this night when they're all drunk, I can't be.
Was it really luck? On the very day the dandelion wine was due to arrive?
Who knows? Maybe fate just gets a kick out of messing with us. If it had come one day later, maybe I'd have been down there guzzling wine to my heart's content. But if it had come but one day later, maybe you'd have passed the camp by, missed the feast, never even had this chance to talk. Nobody can say what choices lead to what outcomes until the time comes. Just like when I decided to lead this expedition out of Mondstadt. Never imagined I'd make it this far.
The reason you launched the expedition, was it to deal with the wild hunt?
That's how it turned out, aye. But when we marched, all I knew was this. An abyssal storm was brewing up north, one that threatened to scour all of Teyvat.
Up north, you say?
It took us some time to mobilize, but where would the enemy appear? What form would they take? That was all a complete mystery to us when we set out. All we could do was gather intel as we marched, preparing for every contingency.
That's all you knew? And you still launched the expedition? Didn't you say intelligence is the foundation of any campaign?
Ha! Quick study, aren't you? Alas, the enemy won't sit around twiddling their thumbs while we finish preparing. Every hour we hesitated, the Abyss was devouring the lives of countless people. The sooner we marched, the sooner we could change their fates. That was all the intel we needed to launch this expedition.
No wonder you're the Knight of Boreas. That's the Knights of Favonius for you.
None of that formality, honorary knight. And you're no different. Your journey's also changed many people's fates. Be it Mondstadt back then, Dvalin, or Nodcry now,
Aw.
the Expeditionary Force. Even my fate, too.
I was enjoying the shot of the main tent.
The fact that we can sing around the bonfire, drinking and thinking about the future, none of that could have happened without your arrival, traveler.
Am I really that amazing?
Who's to say? Fate's fickle and hard to fathom after all. But as long as you're alive, there's hope.
To Hermione, you might say.
The wine we didn't drink tonight, we can have tomorrow. The lads will save my share. As long as we're still breathing, tomorrow will bring more wine and laughter. So cheers to tomorrow, to hope.
Cheers. That is really nice. Ooh. It's really cool to hear his perspective and to know why the Expeditionary Force left in the first place. Because I'm sure that's been a big question for all these years. You know, why did they leave? Particularly because Mondstadt did then go through its own fair share of troubles. You know, what could be so important to Varka that he would take the majority of the knights with him and not come back, like even when the Storm Terror incident was happening? Now, to be fair, the Storm Terror incident, he was too far away by that time to respond quickly. Even if they had set back out immediately, it probably would have taken them weeks to get back, and the whole thing might have been over in that time. But it is so cool to hear exactly from him this reason. It makes a lot of sense. There was an abyssal threat that he knew not only was destroying the lives, ending the lives of people over here, but if not quelled, would one day affect all of Teyvat. Now, I'm almost wondering if there's more to it, because of course the Wild Hunt was devastating and very dangerous. But in terms of spilling out into the rest of Teyvat, it would have if Arir had won, to be fair. So yeah, it's cool to see all the different nations interacting with each other. It's so cool to see the Mondstadt Knights leaving Mondstadt to go to another nation to help, because if they don't, again, those people will die, and then Mondstadt will one day be threatened. It's really neat. I do still feel like there might be something more, like in Snezhnaya, for instance, that added to the threat that Varka detected over here. The route for this patrol looks good to me, and you are? Greetings, Honorary Knight. I'm Nanina, previously second in command at the 3rd Company. I'm currently a general staff member at the Expeditionary Force. I will also be assisting Master Varka with some administrative work after Cardinal Seamus returns to Mondstadt. Please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. We might have spoken to her before. Just want to check out her dialogue options. Tell me about your work right now. Although we've more or less achieved the initial objectives of this expedition, we still have a lot of work to do. You are the Honorary Knight, after all. It goes without saying that no secret should be kept from you. In addition to gathering intelligence, we are also actively surveying and scouting Amsvartnir. Based on the records we have on hand, there seems to be a strong connection among Amsvartnir, the Knight of Boreas, and Andreas the Wolf King. Ooh. However, for some unknown reason, the local inhabitants know very little about these matters. Grandmaster Varka's orders are for us to conduct further investigation into the area. There really might be a connection here between the Wolves of Mondstadt and the Wolves of Nodcry. Last time we were seeing a little bit about that. Tell me more about the 3rd Company. No, I should not be using we anymore. They are the backbone responsible for maintaining our front lines, and the largest unit among the Knights of Favonius by headcount. The 3rd Corps' operations do not rely on the individual valor of any single knight, but rather on tactics, discipline, and coordination between the various arms. From light infantry to heavy cavalry, and including the newer units bearing muskets and alchemy devices, every knight functions as a unique gear in this war machine. So long as everyone upholds their duties, victory and freedom will prevail for Mondstadt. This is our... the 3rd Company's creed. Oh, the 3rd Company sounds really cool. Meeting point. There he is. There's Varco. Oh, and there's Darnina in the background. I think that's Winterfed. That's the guy I can point him out to. I forget his name though. I don't know you. Sebuloniary Tales. Oh, Tower of Inversion was one of these. Interesting. Because that was the Pillar of Embla, right? Ha 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 ha. Nice. Our compass straight to level 2. Yes, it exists. Rewards! Yay! Okay. So, this guy, Anselm. Oh, never mind. Anselm is the guy in charge, right? Of the garrison. Right there, it literally says Garrison Commander. So, you're the guy with the glasses. Who was the guy with the red handkerchief? This guy? Leaf Helm. Oh, I see. Okay. On to Unspartnir! Oh, I'm so excited. I am curious now. If there is more to learn... Ooh, that looks like a Shrine of the Depths over there. About... Andreas and the Knight of Boreas. In this area. Our little wolf mystery that we have brewing. Oculus there. Those are Sealy! Oh my god! I was going to say, oh my god, I thought I saw a Sealy. And then there were so many of them, I thought it was smoke or flame or something. Took me a second to realize, no, that's like four Sealy over there. Okay, I want to land on this cube. Just see if anything happens. Oh my god, 2 oculi.
Ah! Hey, Vega, look! A bunch of Sealy are circling above the lake. Where there are Sealy, there is bound to be treasure.
Wow, this is gorgeous. Some sort of crystal? What should I do with this? Ooh, walk slowly, apparently. Be careful, do not drop it. This is an explosive or something. Definitely a puzzle here waiting to happen. Let's go down. Whee! Okay, and pretend we've entered for the first time. Probably could have gotten that Oculus. Whoopsies, it's okay. It's right there. Oh, huh, you are a lot lower than I thought. I wonder if we'll end up draining this place. I kind of hope not, because there's fish here. It'll kill them. What is over there? Wolves! Well, 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 there's wolves. How fascinating. I love these little guys. They're so cute. I hit the one in the front again. Come on, there you go. Alright. Let's get this thing chipping away. There's a one. Oops. No, don't hurt them, Vega! No! Don't do that. Okay. I'm gonna try to hit the one that's over there too, see if we can refill it. We can just keep passing the charge back and forth. How delightful. A trick I learned from trying to open the doorway to Nicole's area. Whoa! Sudden Remuria vibes. Looks very different from the one in Remuria. Oh, but those are ancient texts right there. Huh. What is that?
A reward on the road.
It's a reward on the road? Alright, we'll pack it up, put it in the bag, we'll go home. Play! What should I play? Why do you mourn what's lost and gone? And why lament by sorrow's song? The moon that breaks to pieces gone, or morning stars that flee the sun? Why should your sorrows know no peace? Why should your tears refuse to cease? Vega going to sleep in the midst of all this. Oh my god. Morning stars that flee the sun? We learned last time that the morning star might refer to angels, or more specifically, the first angel. That flee the sun? Is that the answer to my sun question? Why is there so little sun imagery in this world? You know, what do they believe about the sun? What are the myths about the sun? What are the gods that have to do with the sun? Is the heavenly principles associated with the sun? The primordial one, as they call themselves, Fanes themselves. Are they an entity of the sun? That would explain a lot. That would explain why nobody even dares discuss it. Fascinating.
That's such a weird instrument. No matter how Paimon plucks it, there's not a single sound. Is it broken?
Let's follow the Sealy first. Huh? But I definitely heard music just now. And singing. I heard a single chord.
Really? But Paimon only heard the wind.
Oh, I love it.
Wait, is it one of those situations where only the person strumming it gets to hear the music? Alright, let me give it a try too.
Paimon gives the strings a firm strum. Once again, that desolate, mournful tune drifts upward, light as a breeze at dawn, carrying with it a soft song. You understand every word of the song, every phrase, every note, even though you've never heard the language before.
Still no sound at all. Vega, are you really sure you heard something? Whatever, forget the instrument for now. Just follow the Sealy up and we'll probably find some treasure.
I would wonder if maybe the song is playing in a different space. Like maybe we're not hearing it because the vibration, the sound is not going into the air around us, but rather somewhere else. But the traveler is hearing something. Then maybe it's just a sound meant for our ears only. Maybe we are favored by the wind god of song, who knows? Also, the fact that we can understand it. Is this a memory we're unlocking? Is somebody translating for us? Hello, little one. Lakeside prisms. Oh, my tutorials have been taken from me.
Paimon's confused. Are we supposed to connect
These glowy things somehow, I think she said. Lakeside prisms. Mysterious prisms scattered through the air near Amspartnir. For some reason, they can be activated by Sealy. Interact with nearby intricate blooms to rotate or move the activated prisms. Perhaps by moving the prisms and reconnecting the fractured crystal pillars nearby, a long hidden secret may finally come to light. Oh, it's just like that one area. That's why we started walking so slowly. So we can do this. I think I'm trying to do that. Oh, no, I see what I'm trying to connect. Ha ha ha. Oh, don't fall off. That's where it was. I think I'm trying to connect those two. Yes. Man, I love this crystal stuff. It's so cool looking. Neither omniscient nor omnipotent, the usurper sits atop a throne of cruelty. Oh my god.
Great, that did the trick. Vega, let's keep going up.
Fanes has totally occupied all the sun god imagery. That's it, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm so happy. That'll be really interesting then. If, like, theoretically, hypothetically, one day we were to defeat Fanes or something, or at least get them to relinquish their control over this world in some way, then what would happen to the Dominion of the Sun? Or the Domain of the Sun would be a better term. I want to help you, little one, but I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I can make that jump.
To the skies.
But see, Lolly can. Hee hee hee. Also, I need to hit this with something, but I don't see any up here. Oh. Do I need to go all the way back down and pick one up? Actually, I'm seeing them over here. Awesome. Okay. Just in case. Should I try to hit that guy? Probably, right? Oh, it regenerates. That's good. I can do both. Not have to worry about it. Because if I have to hit this twice, then I'll need two sources. But it regenerates, so it's fine. Another Sealy! Oh my god, be free. They're also super glowy Sealy. Ah! Yoink. Okay. Double time. Let's be Vega. Oh, look, there's Saunter. How cool. Okay, got one. Now if I rotate, will you undo? No. Excellent. Okay. I don't know where this guy is trying to go, but I want to get that right-hand side to connect with that pillar. Don't walk me off. Oh, that's very nice. They put a little shield for us. Do I have to rotate it all the way around? The trick is actually the length of the string to the origin, isn't it? It's not necessarily our geographic position. A tower climbing to the sky, a golden city. Yeah, what about him?
I'll keep this close.
Are you my Sealy escort? Wow, I'm honored. Catch me if you can! I'm actually really curious if they're keeping up with us. Yep, there they are. There's one more at the apex, isn't there? Okay. So with my new theory in mind, Yeah, I think that's it. How cool. I guess they decided that was close enough. That's hilarious. The grandest glory of the world, in the end, to fall just as this. It's pretty neat how we come to Nodcry, which, whilst in Tevat, is not under the control of one of the 7, specifically. I wonder if that's why there's a little bit of leeway in the control of the Heavenly Principles. And we're starting to get more concrete answers about things. Because I don't know if they would dare to talk about even the things they've said so far if we were in another nation. Then again, whoever's talking to us right now is long since dead, I would assume. Maybe they have nothing to worry about. Kind of lost everything already, you know? Kind of vibes. Whee! Can I land on that? I can! The skies are mine! Oh my god, maybe I'm the primordial one. Let's charge you up. They're so cute. Do they make those in real life? Like little ones? I could buy. They just seem very adorable in my humble opinion. Oh boy. There you go. No? There you go. Okay. Ooh! That was a big spin. I wonder what is being sung right now. Is it actual words or just vocalizations? For a second there, my brain started picking out words in Latin, but I might have just been imagining it. Certainly sounds very similar to various Latin chants I've heard before. Close enough. Yet that prolonged decline, such prolonged decline, why must it yet afflict my unfortunate brethren? Is this the grave of the first angel? That would be so cool if it was. Whoever it is, it's at very least an angel. The prolonged decline of my brethren, that's an angel right there. Also, that's really cool. What did we make? Teleport waypoint unlocked? Or a mysterious castle tower over there?
I'll keep this close.
Yay! She said it. Are we ready to go, Sealies? Oh no, that poor guy. Wow, all the Sealy from before are gathered here, huh? Wait, where are those ones going? Yeah, it was cool that they came over to the courts and then left them. Oh, look at the little wings on there. But it sounds like the singing is coming from within there. Is someone in there? Another lyre. Or is this considered a harp? Huh? It's the same as that harp below. Is this one broken too? Is there somebody in there? Oh, please don't climb the tree. Is it collectible though? So, do you suppose we just dug up a piece of Hyperborea? Oh, there's something to read in there. Alright. I hope this unlocks it. Oh my goodness gracious, look at all these Sealy. Hi! It is beautiful. Oh, there's a teleporter. Echoes of a forsaken song. Break the seal. Ugh, I'll get that Oculus later. It opened the doorway for us, didn't it? This is so cool. It's like a guard. Or an honor escort type of thing. How strange. Paimon can't hear a thing, but all those Sealy came flying over anyway. Does this mean we need to connect the things on the wall like we did last time? Should I read this first? Check notes. This voice is beautiful. My body rests in sleep, yet my heart wakes. I see mist rising from the ground all around. accompanied by an elegant mournful sound. It's the music of lyres and lutes. My heart has never known this voice. My eyes have never seen this temple. This temple was constructed from stones of substantial size. Someone made pillars from these stones and sheathed them in gold. They also cast golden sockets to lift the golden beams and rafters. I can't see light in the sky. No sun shines, no moon walks, but the light in this temple is very strong, like a pale and bright star of morning. Yet my heart remains empty. I cannot forget my sorrow, nor rid myself of my anguish to bring ease to my heart. I have even forgotten my name and my past. They abandoned me like water that has flowed by. How should I reminisce about the past? Why does it act like the morning mist, the dew that vanishes in an instant? Why is it like chaff blown away by the wind, the smoke rising outside the window? Only one thing is engraved on my heart like a seal, keeping me ever vigilant. There is a voice that says to me, "You must wait here. You cannot cross the threshold of this temple, nor can you go outside." This seal is steadfast. I know not whose instruction it is. I dare not leave. There are many tiny spirits walking around me. Their forms are incomplete, yet they emit a desolate light. I look at them and find that I do not recognize them. Yet my heartstrings wail like a lyre. My heart is troubled within me. My spirit is distressed within me. My innermost being is utterly desolate, like a ruined city, like a woman stripped of her crown. My heart, what is it that causes you such melancholy? What causes this vexation within me? I cannot remain silent. I will play this lyre with my hands and sing songs to clear the pain so that my heart may be at ease. I will not dwell on my name or my deeds. I will let them flow by like water. The song flows from my lips, flying away like a dream, never to be found again. Like a river of living water, it springs forth without my prior contemplation. It is as if I have always known it. Though I sing, my heart is filled with sorrow. My tears flow like a river, yet I know not for whom I mourn. So I sing. I weep day and night, tears drenching my cheeks. I commemorate what cannot be commemorated. I recall what cannot be recalled. Yet no one sees my loneliness or pain. So I sing. This sorrow overwhelms my life, yet I cannot overcome it. So I sing. The chirping of insects on a long-gone autumn night, the chorus of exiles. Only melodies and memories linger in this foreign land. The last singers play their final tune, soft and waning. And the first Seelie wanders the hall of angels. I'm guessing these are translations of the lyrics. Or at least parts of them. This is totally the first angel writing, isn't it? You could say the first Seelie, perhaps. She doesn't remember anything. She can't recall anything. Because her mind was taken from her. It would be so cool if she was here. Because, like, yeah, you can't kill her. They didn't destroy her. They just kind of made her not who she was. But is she still alive? Is she still out there as a Seelie? Is that her? With her lyre? And that's a wolf, so... I wonder if that's meant to represent the Voyager, but somehow I doubt it. I don't think the Heavenly Principles would let them remain together, even if they didn't remember each other. Or if they did, intentionally to punish her. I feel like it would have been mentioned in those notes, so maybe that's just a wolf who was here, who then became her companion? In her exile? But yeah, that eclipse behind them is the symbol of the heavenly principle. An eclipse, that would be incredible. These dark shadows are fascinating right there above the wolf's tail. Look at all the angels. I think this is the first time I've seen actual angels depicted in this game, not just Seelies. Or I should say angels before they became Seelies. I think you can... Are these angels falling right there to become Seelies? Fascinating how there's 2 stars. 2 stars. Maybe one there. Also, the pillars behind them, are those the pillars of Celestia? They look like the opening screen. Anything secret on the back? No, okay. Let's take a look. Touch! Oh! Are the Seelies going to go into those courts? Oh, cool. Oh! Did that say farewell, hope? Wow, so many treasures shall see. The Seelie have never steer us wrong. They know where all the best goodies are hiding. I wanted to hear her singing as we were seeing those lyrics, but... Wait. Farewell, hope? With hope, farewell, fear. Witness the ancient palace rise from the depths. Wow. Oh, man. I really thought we might see her. A seal! Ancient handwriting! Where was this? Might have been on the image? I've sat alone in this temple for many days. Those who passed... This is... Okay, same person, but different message, I think. I've sat alone in this temple for many days. Those who passed by cannot see me. I've been desolate and faint all day, sighing over the afflictions and hardships of this land. But only the tiny spirits mourned with me. I still cannot reminisce about the past, but my heart is slightly comforted. My song falls like dew, descending like gentle rain upon tender grass, like a timely monsoon nourishing crops, making my words flow more smoothly. Those who pass by never enter this vast forest, and those who come from foreign lands never see this pale temple. When brambles and thorned plants sprouted from the ground, a wild beast... There we go! Okay. Here's the wolf. A wild beast invaded my dwelling. Storms came from the south, cold came from the north. That beast came from the north, bearing the chill of ice and snow. Its mouth uttered no human speech, but it gazed upon me as upon heavenly light, and longed for my song as a thirsty servant longs for spring rain. Since I had a beast to keep me company, serving as my emissary, how could I possibly mourn? Sing to it I shall, just as I shall also mock and ridicule its foolish ways. Yet it did not grow impatient or resentful. Instead, it listened carefully to my words and heeded my advice. It bowed low before me, obeying my commands and decrees. I called it a stupid dog, but it bore no grudge. I patted its fur, but it showed no anger. I found it pleasing to the eye and rather endearing, so I named it Boreas, meaning north wind, and let it, as well as its kin, share my dwelling. We sat in this temple for many days. Astonishingly, human words would come from its mouth. A beast that had been utterly foolish and ignorant would possess wisdom, intelligence, and knowledge. It could treat others with kindness and sincerity. It spoke to me and called me mother. It said, "I will go to the south, where the people are poor and lowly, yet the cities are large and fortified. I will make them prosperous." I granted its request, and it departed with its kin. I called its name one last time, bidding it farewell. Boreas. Boreas? Boreas. I remember. Oh, but did she though? She tried so hard to. So I wonder if Boreas began as a normal wolf and then was basically granted sentience by her presence and by her wisdom. If she spoke to it. Did all angels speak within minds, or is that a Nicole special? Because if she was speaking directly into its mind, maybe that's why its mind changed over time to be able to possess wisdom, intelligence, and knowledge? That's so cool. So this is Boreas' origin. Or did Boreas have a story before this? Was Boreas someone before this? Or something special? That is so cool. And she tried to remember it, but it seemed like she was already losing its name. I don't know what I'm clicking over there, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit. It's that. Gotcha. Thank you, Various Sealy. Thank you, Boitar? That's Boreas. Wow. Well, we gotta report this to the Knights, right? They were researching this. I want to check if we have an archive entry on Boreas. Because we fought him during Razor's story quest, and now we fight Andreas, right? But it's Lupus Boreas. I am assuming this is the same Boreas, because the North Wind. Oh, looks very cool. Not what I meant to click, though. The noblest and greatest of souls who watches over the loophole of wolfendom. When the wolf pack is imperiled, it will emerge in the form of a wolf and show forth its fangs and claws. The wolves of wolfendom are frightening phantoms to the people of Mondstadt. A blurred shape flashing through the forest, a chilling howl in the indeterminate distance. The creeping sense of eyes constantly nailed to their backs. Humans rarely have the opportunity to lock their eyes with a wolf. For this is the law Lupus Boreas laid down for its race. I want to look at the necklace. Interesting. Anyways, hi Boreas. We met your mom, kind of. Wait a second. I thought I saw something interesting. Where was he? Oh no, never mind. He has an interesting shape, to be fair. He's a very, very fancy wolf. But I don't know if that... I was trying to see if that design could maybe tell us something about his origin. If he was indeed a special wolf before he met her. Or if it was her presence that changed him into what he became. He basically ascended. He didn't become a god. But he kind of ascended in terms of, wolfhood, I suppose. You could argue, maybe? So wait, if we're hearing her voice, possibly... And it was mentioned that we heard the song when Paimon could not. And she mentioned over there, I think. Or no, over here? I don't even know. That people would come to visit, but they wouldn't see her. Is she right in front of us, but we can't see her? Because we can hear her. So is her voice lingering here? Boreas is a spirit of wind and ice. Which is cool, he came down from the north and he went to Mondstadt. So maybe it is... Is that a spin crystal? Oh my god, yes. And another thing to read. Let's go get that Oculus though. So maybe it's his influence that is keeping her voice here, even if she has entirely become a Seelie or entirely just disappeared. Seriously, is she still alive? I feel like that is an important question to have answered at some point. Oculus. I'm assuming not. But it would be very interesting. Like, since it hasn't been confirmed... Confirmed? What on earth? Hasn't been confirmed. I'm not going to... take that for guaranteed. You know? Oh, that's the wrong spot. Darn, I was trying to go to that new readable. It was on the second tier. I love how they designed this game. They put the Oculus up there so we'd climb. And then when we climb, we find the writing. Okay, I don't... Okay. I'm just wondering if there's anything over here. Okay, no. Didn't seem like it, but I didn't want to, again, assume and then miss something. Is that a broken Seelie Court right there? These notes really don't want me to read them. It's the Heavenly Principles! Okay. Ancient handwriting. My heart's beloved, how delightful your expressions were to my innermost self. How have they been cut away by the shears of some unyielding false authority, leaving my innermost being a wasteland? Had it not been for the wild wolf that intruded upon my dwelling, your name too would have faded entirely from my recollection. Oh my god. So instead of her losing her memories even more and more at the end there as Boreas left, did she actually regain her mind? Boreas, I remember? I'm wondering, like, maybe because she grew to love Boreas, either as family, as her child, or just as someone who is important to her. Is it because she grew to love Boreas that love returned to her and then she remembered the one that she had once been in love with? Oh my god. Oh my god. O false master, I once devoted my voice to singing for you, and once I vanquished nations at your behest. Yet you cast me down to be trod upon like a lifeless corpse upon the earth. You have rendered the earth a desolation, overturning its cities, preventing monarchs from entering their final repose. You have laid waste to their kingdoms, slaughtered their people, and spared neither offspring nor posterity. I shall never best you. You have triumphed and shall triumph still. Can clay ever conquer the very potter who shaped it? Your blade falls upon the proud hearts of the people, intoxicating the earth with blood, drowning the lofty mountains and all the pines that adorn them. Yet, I can still await the one my heart loves. The starlight will guide my return to that great city, where I will await our promised reunion. May the lambs of your flock remain loyal to you. May they yield your sacred commands. May they obey your decrees, most worthy of obedience. I will return to my own lands and wait for the star beyond the stars, the one who holds my liberty in thrall. To sing in the nothingness of utter ruin is far more agreeable than to endure servitude beneath a false heavenly light. You whom my heart loves, you built this pale edifice for me, yet I am about to defy your edict and return to the lands whence we came from, which exist no more. I shall await the day freedom dawns upon you, just as you once so generously bestowed it upon me. No matter how many years may pass, or if the morning star should fade. Oh my god, she's alive! Or at least she was. She survived. She got her memories back. You're kidding me. She wrote this... I don't suppose the Heavenly Principles ever saw it, but she wrote this farewell to the Heavenly Principles, talking about, you know, their other creations, the other angels, and it seems like she went back to Hyperborea, potentially? Which was destroyed, so that they could be reunited. It seems like the Voyager went back to space? The starlight will guide my return to that great city where I will await our promised reunion. Either she went to a place that the Voyager showed her, or she went back to Hyperborea, which seems the more likely version. And the Voyager will hopefully find her there, because that's where they promised to reunite. Oh my god. But then with Hyperborea no longer existing, I wonder how taxing it is for her to be there, because it's beneath the surface of Tevat, isn't it? And destroyed, so I don't suppose she needs, like, you know, air or food or anything, but can't imagine she's having the best time. And she thinks she might fade away, just waste away while waiting, but she will wait however long it takes. Oh my god, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Are we going to meet her? If we ever go to Hyperborea, I am looking for her first thing. Oh my god, she got her memories, and that's why this court is turned away from us and empty, isn't it? Oh my god, I love the Sealy. I love them. And I love the courts. I love the symbolism in this game. She totally survived. That is so cool. I wonder how she got her memories. I really think it was because she grew to love again, right? You know, part of the Sealy punishment is they are stripped of their minds, they're stripped of their powers, they're stripped even of their bodies. They descend into Sealy forms because they dared to love one instead of many, and so therefore they are stripped of that love as well. But she regained love, and I think that's probably what returned her mind to her. Wow! Oh my gosh! There is another Sealy, another Oculus. I thought I could hear us. I can't speak today. I thought I could hear a sparkle in the distance. I see you, buddy. You're a little far away and you're a little high up, but I see you. I'm guessing it's up there. I have a bunch of pins these days, so I can happily put one up there. Okay, well that's pretty gosh darn neat. I suppose that's basically this whole area unlocked. There's more exploration to do, but I do see a bunch of chests in the area. What's going on over there? I mean, we've got this possessed little guy. Sorry, little guy, but what's that glowing red thing that looks like, what's her name? Arlecchino's eyes, kind of. Is that a sword? Excuse me, may I see that? Oh no! I'm so doomed. I just wanted to see what this was.
Fulfill our pact.
I don't know what you're doing, and I don't like it. Oh, you're firing your laser? That was really cool, actually. I appreciate that. Thanks for showing me. This is so scary.
You two. Time to end them. A huge on prizes.
I've got my thing, I think. Here it is. Oh, I don't want to be near that, I don't think. Use pyro or electric. Shatter the vessel. I can't attack it. It's too far away from me.
Everlasting as the moon.
She keeps targeting the main one. Ugh.
Get to work.
Okay, fine. We'll manually do it. Like this, hopefully. No, don't. Did it say use pyro or electro swirl specifically? Is that what it wants me to do? Don't die, don't die. I think it said pyro or electro swirl. It's deliberately... Touch. Darn it. I want to know what that sword's about, but I've got a local legend in my way. So, that's why it's stopping me from targeting the one I'm trying to target deliberately, isn't it? Okay. Now, if I just go on the other side of it, though, theoretically... No, it has to be swirled, doesn't it? Okay, so there's just no point trying to attack the second guy. I've got to focus on the first. Try to get him out of here. Ooh, yikes.
Off we go.
Sorry, Bennett. Sorry, Benny. Why am I fighting these guys? I've got other stuff to do. It's fun to fight things. I want my shield back. Great. I also want my stamina back. So we're gonna do a little bit of ultimating. They're just like the gosh darn Magu Kenki or whatever it's called. Because you have to keep your stamina like really well maintained because they both do 2 attacks. I'm watching you, buddy. I'm watching you. Don't do any fast moves over there in the corner of my eye, please. I am gonna heal her. See if I can immediately recollect a little bit. I can. Awesome. At least they don't do like a big AoE thing after that attack. That's really helpful. No.
Adventure time.
Right, let's heal her back up immediately. Like this. 1, 2, and then as they start to attack me, I'm gonna hop over here. I assume that cryo does like nothing to these guys, but we'll get our other buffs from Seat Lolly and all that. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I don't know how I didn't take damage from that. Oh my god, I'm doing no damage to this guy. Did you see that? Literally no damage. Oh my god, how much HP do you have? Is it the sort of thing where like I really need to break the shield in order to do any damage at all? Or does this guy just have like 6 million HP? Like, I actually have no idea what bosses typically have in this game. Yeah, but that did under 10,000. Damn it, she's dead. Okay, okay, fine, fine. I want to attack them. I'll leave. It's like, it's not a difficult fight, but I think I think it's Swirl that they really want me to have. I kind of want to leave and then come back and see if it gives me that tutorial again. Because it wasn't like a formal tutorial. Ooh. What's going on here? It wasn't a formal tutorial, so it didn't actually pop up in my tutorial thing, so I can't go review it right now. We have to go restart the fight. And once it brings its little wolfy friend back out to fight us, we'll be able to see it again. So that's the plan. I'm just getting this teleporter. Why not, you know? Hi, buddy. I love those guys. Those have to be one of my new favorite enemies in the game. Just because of that one attack they do where they summon a little thing that floats and spits little meteorites at you. It's so cool looking. Okay. Over here. Thank you. So where were they? Here, I guess, on that platform. So let's teleport here. Where was it? Was that the way? I think so. Yeah, okay. So how much you want to bet that's like the original sword of Boreas or something? Because it looks like a claymore. Anyway, so, plan here is just to get that little tutorial to trigger again. And see what it is I need. Is it specifically swirl? I wouldn't be surprised. It feels like this was like kind of custom designed to be fought with Varka, you know? Hey, buddy. Can I do more damage to you before your friend pops up? Yeah, I think I can. I think like all the damage I did to it originally was all before it summoned its buddy.
This is where you fall.
Nice. Ouch. Not nice. Oh, look at its cool head.
Laid bare.
That's cool.
Fulfill our pact.
Oh,
Let's
bite attack.
light it up.
You just keep poking at it till it does the thing. Use Pyro or Electro to shatter the... What? Swirl! Oh, yeah, it says right there, swirl. Okay, okay, gotta go. You really have to use swirl, huh? You can't just use the actual Pyro or Electro itself, I guess. Okay. Mystery solved! Let's go back over here. I'm gonna clean this place out. I am tempted to go for that Oculus. We saw some interesting Fatui things happening on the other side of the mountain. Gorge thing. Bye, Koitar. What's the best way to climb this mountain? I kind of feel like if I free a Kuhenki from somewhere, they'll give me a moon lane. Lighting is gorgeous. Oh. I wanted to stand on this and for a second I thought it wasn't real. I was just gonna walk right through it. Yay! This should be doable. And in the meantime, we have this lovely music to keep us company. Wow! Oh. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh no, did we get out of range? I can't hear her voice anymore. There's music now, though. At least we kind of got an answer to the voice thing. She's definitely not here. Even if she does still exist, which she very much might. She's tried to return to Hyperborea, I believe. So it's just her voice that remains here. Look at Celestia. There they are. It's so pretty. Is that just a piece of Hyperborea, do you suppose? Is that why it's ancient civilization? Civilization? Ancient civilization? Why, back in my day, angels roamed the world. I have no idea what kind of voice I'm trying to do. I think I was trying to go for old timer and it came out like a radio show announcer. Whee! Alright, should we fight this guy? No, I kind of want to go fight the Fatui that we saw in the area over there, though. Did I get you? I did, great. I don't know if that actually does anything to help me, but in my heart it does, so don't worry about it. Yay! Okay, let's fight this Fatui, and if that doesn't trigger anything, we will move on with our lives. We do need to start reading some artifacts soon, if we want to get around to reading some artifacts, so... That's next on the plan. Hey, little buddy. I may need to borrow your power, if you don't mind. Don't know what I'm doing with it, but I think I need it. Heyo! Boop! Oh, I'm just making more enemies for myself.
Change of plan.
Whoops! Anyway, surprise Harbinger-induced inspection. Have you been keeping up with your training regimens? I hope so. Have you been maintaining your muskets? Better be. I've got 1 stack of the 2 stacks I need.
Fulfill our pact.
I want to see what she can do. There she is. Oh, I missed. You're kidding me. I missed. No! Alas.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Well, no world quest we found here, I guess. What's up with this, though? That looks like a big old box. Box of what? And you don't have any energy. I don't suppose the fireflies can help me. Also, there's that guy over there. Somebody's having fun, though. Oh, hi. Are you stuck? I feel like I should help you. I think that mole is being abducted by that UFO. And boop. Yay! Friendship is magic and all that. Oh. Oh, great. That's probably the thing I need for the mole. Excellent. Okay. And now we grab that. And first of all, friendship. Make friends. Be nice. Good job. And now we can free the box. Or we can try to free the box. Free the box! No? Perhaps not. The box is just so truly abyssal. Nothing can touch it. We try stronger abyssal power. Is this stronger? Do you have another one? Okay, it does. Good. Huh. I don't suppose it's an angle thing? Or do I need to, like, wake up everything in this alley? No, that doesn't make any sense. What's up with that? There appears to be a chest inside it, so I'm not too worried about it being a starting point for a world quest anymore. I saw the little abyssal seal around it as we were walking around it. That's so bizarre. Let's see if we can help out this guy. Look at all these winter isolea seeds that I no longer need. Wow. I think I can, like, hit this guy, right? Oh. Don't know if that helped. Whee! Oh, should I do this? Aha! The answer is no. Okay. Is it this? There we go. I knew there was something I could do. Oh, thank you, little mole. I appreciate it.
Is this an answer from this world?
Your close encounter with the Bitui kind has ended peacefully. Good job, you survived. Okay. And we've made it to our next thingy, which will be our main task next time. So to me, that means we're pretty much done here. So, let's get started on some artifact reading. Yeah, that's what we're going to do next. The one I want to read is... Oh, wait, do I even have it yet? I sure hope so. I've been doing a lot of artifacting. Celestial gift, ooh. In Nodcry recently. So, I cannot believe I still don't have these two. I have read them so many times just trying to study them. I guess it makes sense though, I never use that domain, because I don't have Veressa or Skirk, so, you know. Anyhow, I wonder which one I should start with. Night of the Sky's Unveiling, Silken Moon Serenade. Might as well go in order. So, Bloom of the Mind's Desire, Flower of Life, a sacred relic carved in the shape of a flower. It seems to represent a terrifying presence that unfurls like a bloom. My guess is Abyss Calamity, you know? Unless it's going to talk about the opening of the Ark. That'd be cool. Those were the days when the sinners had yet to commit their unforgivable offense, somewhere deep within the earthly subterranean kingdom. The people of the kingdom had never seen the sea, nor had they ever seen the real sun. But even in this dark, sunless place, some tried to reach for the secrets of the stars. However, they gazed not at the stars, but sought the truth in the mirror's false reflection. Perhaps because of the kingdom's unique location, strange phenomena often appeared in the star charts within its bounds. These phenomena were recorded by astrologers as signs of truth, reflecting their deep desire to uncover truth. Maybe, even if the mirror shows nothing but illusions, it is only by piercing through them that we can reach the truth. This was the conclusion the astrologers reached over time as they pored over their voluminous star charts. But unbeknownst to the philosophers of their time, they had already glimpsed a tiny fragment of the infinity that was the eternal bedeviled sky. Ooh. Many years passed, long enough for the earthly gods to fall, one by one, and for the Atris sun to rise where the crimson moon once hung. Even then, there were those who had already uncovered the secret behind the great sin, and so the study of the stars became a forbidden pursuit. Only a select few within the kingdom were then granted the privilege of sidestepping the ban, so they might better serve their one-eyed ruler. Yet the unexpected always finds a way, just like the moment when an unwitting novice monk brushes away the dust that has concealed Apoasha's mirror, unveiling the wondrous light that encircles the distant horizon and filling that tiny stargazing chamber with brilliance once more. How beautiful the pitch-black Elysium is, how dazzling, and yet how utterly profane. In the blink of an eye, it consumed young Rothvangi's every thought and desire. Thus began the tale and transgressions of the mad monk, who in latter days, why do I always say latter? Who in later days would sing the praises of the abyss beyond the heavens. Rothvangi, that must be their name! Let's write that down. Not cry. Okay, just made a quick note on that for now. Let's see, what we're ignore me. Mad Monk, later days. Yes. So, thoughts on this one? So before the sinners did their thing, we're in Conria. This feels like a metaphor with my new theory that Phanes is going to be basically the god of the sun. This feels like a metaphor. And perhaps because of its unique location, we know that the power of the gods, and more specifically, the power of the heavenly principles, doesn't quite reach beneath the earth, I do believe. So, oh my god, that reminds me of something. I'll talk about it next time. But basically, the illusory sky maybe doesn't affect their star charts as much. And so their star charts are able to see the true stars at times? Or could we go the other way? Maybe technically the bubble was intended to protect Tevat when it was first created, right? So maybe their star charts are actually being influenced by the abyss. So they're called signs of truth, but I do worry that maybe they're actually being misled without them realizing. We shall see. Maybe even if the mirror shows nothing but illusions, it is only by piercing through them that we can reach the truth, which is curious. So maybe they had actually seen the truth. The eternal bedeviled sky. Yeah, because maybe they did see beyond the false sky to the truth, but the area around Tevat is very, very abyssal, isn't it? So the eternal bedeviled sky, meaning already having been consumed by the abyss. So they did successfully look through the false sky, but accidentally found the abyss there anyways. And that would then explain what happened to Rothvangi when they look beyond the mirror. Also, this Apoasha mirror, that's the same word as in the Pari area, right? The sign of Apoasha that used to be there. Maybe that's what it was doing as well, giving us a glimpse beyond the false sky into the abyss. So, Rothvangi gazes upon the abyss gazes back into him, and he is utterly consumed. Rest in peace. Anything else? We know kind of the timeline for this. All this research is being conducted before the time of King Ermin. I mean, before the time of even the Crimson Moon's fall. So the Crimson Moon dynasty was still in control, and then they fell. The Eclipse dynasty rises. Oh, what's up with that word? I'm actually going to Google that word. Atrous. I've never seen that one before. Fascinating. Okay. So a quick definition of Atros means black, or very dark in color. So yeah, the black sun would be an eclipse, right? Perfect. So, Eclipse dynasty rises, Crimson Moon falls, one-eyed ruler, that's going to be Ermin, right? So, during the time of Ermin, what that makes me think of immediately is Vedderfalnir. I wonder if he was ever at all involved with this. Alright, that's Bloom of the Mind's Desire. Next is Feather of Indelible Sin. A feathered accessory once worn on a felt hat. It feels out of place among the nobles of Snezhnaya and their taste for splendor. To overstep the bounds of one's station is already lèse majesté. I don't know how to say that. Forgive me. And to delve into forbidden dark knowledge is an even graver offense. But Rathvangi never once defended himself, for in his heart he held nothing but that light. Soon the court delivered its verdict. The researcher was to be expelled from the Universitas Magistrorum and exiled. For one of outland stock like him, exile was even more terrifying than the punishment of death. Exile was, after all, an ancient curse for those who had turned their backs on the gods. And once they returned above ground, that malediction would catch up with them swiftly. A punishment like this was itself already a betrayal of the kingdom's noble ideals, a sign that the underground realm was in decline. But royal orders had to be obeyed. Besides, he who had glimpsed Elysium's depths knew all too well that he could no longer endure what lay ahead. Fade away, O meaningless life. At least you glimpsed truth, if for but one moment. Rathvangi finally emerged from the cavern, stepping into real sunlight. Yet nothing happened to him, unlike the others beside him, who now shrieked in agony. It was as if the great existence of the cosmos had manifested before him in that instant, and chosen, above all others, to bestow upon him the grace of darkness. Fortunately, tragically, he finally came to realize his mission. Flames illuminate the world, but they are also what reduce it to ashes. And my fate is like that of a moth leaping into the flame. I think the flame here being a stand-in for the abyss. Because we know he goes on from this basically to try to yeet himself off of Tevat. He tries to ascend into the universe. I think to try to join the abyss. Maybe. If he was just trying to join the abyss, I mean, he could have just walked into an abyssal outcropping. He wanted to join, like, the real heart of it, maybe? I don't know. Revelations toll but 1 second. Let's read it. It says, an exquisite chiming clock driven by a mysterious power. It does not seem that timekeeping is its purpose. It was a time before the dark disaster engulfed the nations. A time when people still savored those last golden years. It is said that there was an erudite and gifted researcher who wandered the nations for many years. He had already read every Watawahist chronicle, browsed the libraries of the northern lands. However, even after searching in the oldest records, he could not find what he was looking for. That pitch-black Elysium. Miraculous, and not of this world. He had traveled to every corner of the known world, save for that barren, still undeveloped land. That was the northern borderland known as Nodkrai. It had only been a few years ago that the Tsar of Snezhnaya ordered it to be explored and put to use. Really? Oh, actually, I suppose that makes sense, tentatively. No famous researchers dwelled there, nor did it seem to contain any traces of ancient civilizations. Huh. That seem is very important there, because the Frostmoon Scion should be there already. O futile life that I have led, this shall be my final post, he thought before setting off for Nodkrai. Hope may be gone, but I cannot give up now. Wow. What a coincidence doing this right after that little tiny world quest we just did. Hope may be gone, you say? Once more, he glimpsed the truth he had long pursued. Perhaps because his wish had finally been heard and heeded. And at last he uncovered the sinful path that opened into the pitch-black Elysium. Now, all that remained was for him to open the gate. One that had shown in countless dreams, with his own 2 hands. No matter the means, and no matter the price that had to be paid. I think the abyss kind of consumed him, and he became obsessed with joining it. Not realizing that it was using him just to try to get the bubble to be opened, would be my guess. Open a gate so that the abyss can enter this world. You know? Vessel of Plenty. A specially crafted goblet used for palace banquets. It was once employed to perform some kind of magic. In the rotating galleries of Zappolyarny Palace, the banquets and dances never seemed to stop. The Fey nobles, fond of luxury, considered attending banquets their most important duty. Even the hardest part could be softened by the rich aroma of fine wine. And many important affairs of state, both great and small, were often decided by those in a slight tipsy haze. That feels like a bad idea. Professor Rotwang, whom the nobles called the Mad Monk. What? That makes a lot of sense, actually, no. That makes a lot of sense. Professor Rotwang is the Mad Monk. I might even have that in my note already. Let me see. Rotwang is the Mad Monk. So then he's Rotwangi. Guess he changed his name, possibly to obscure his origins and or to, I don't know, fit in with the Abyss or with the Fae more. Alright, just wrote that one down too. Professor Rotwang, we got you now. Professor Rotwang, whom the nobles called the Mad Monk in private, had attended court rather frequently of late. This was not just because he had become the Tsar's favorite through his mastery of alchemy and astrology, nor simply because he constantly uttered profound aphorisms that inevitably sent everyone in the room into laughter. What truly made the nobles sit up and take notice was the legend surrounding him. It was said that the Grand Duke Photius once, out of envy, sought to get rid of this troublesome viper. He replaced the fine firewater with a deadly poison. But to his astonishment, the good professor appeared completely unaffected after drinking it. In the end, the Grand Duke himself took a knee to the monk, even becoming the latter's most devoted follower. That's good to know. Another tale had it that Filipov, the most adept of the Fae at the art of transformation, haven't we seen your name in the history of the Pale Starborn? Once publicly called the professor's research nothing more than an elaborate hoax. The Mad Monk responded to the accusation with naught but a calm smile. Then, before everyone's eyes, he summoned the soul of Filipov's late wife, who had been appearing in the bereaved Fae's dreams. These tales became a favorite topic of chatter at banquets, but whenever someone tried to confirm their truth, the professor remained silent. Perhaps no one truly cared whether these stories were true. Maybe they only existed to entertain banquet guests between songs and dances. Or perhaps, to the nobles, an outlander with no local ties was more worthy of their trust. Of course, it would be even better if he could assist them with a few concerns. But how could mere actors in this drama have foreseen the tragic denouements coming? Now wait. Crown of the Befallen, a crown modeled on the circlet worn by a sinner. Ooh, perhaps in someone's heart, love and sin flow from the same source. The northern winds brought new opportunities and the touch of civilization to the ancient borderlands. Where the great trees fell, cities, ports, and factories were built. But only the Tsar's favorite knew that the prosperity everyone saw was not what it seemed, and that the ruler of the Fae now hatched a bold scheme, a revolt that the sublunary order could never tolerate. But if you ask me, His Majesty the Tsar could afford to think even bigger, surely. Bound by the chains of benevolence to this earth, he has never once looked up at the stars. Such great power, and yet he only seeks to be the ruler of all living things beneath the moon. Little does he know that the true eternal Elysium he seeks lies beyond the sky's veil. The Mad Monk, serving as the Tsar's envoy, arrived in Nodcry on a secret mission. Whoever claimed the treasure hidden here would wield a power capable of turning the world upside down. However, he sought this power not to save the world, but to use it as a means to serve his own ends. Look at these foolish, fleeting mortals, as hopeless as this rapidly fading world of illusion. Only those like me, who have been chosen by the Supreme Grace, are worthy of living on. Better to find liberation in sacrifice for a great endeavor, than to remain lost in endless cycles of samsara. Ooh! Reed Miller, cast your meaningless melancholy aside, for you and I have been chosen by fate. Come, follow me. Though the world is destined for destruction, we shall emerge from the celestial shell. You know, so my guess is he arrived in Nodcry looking for a secret hidden treasure that was very powerful. My first thought was maybe he's looking for the Sampo Mill. you know, technology from Celestia. And we know that he then tries to do his whole plan involving absorbing all the people, possibly in Nodcry, absorbing all the power in Nodcry at the very least. And Alia, whom we met at the Pillar of Emblo, helps work against him with Mr. Solove. Right? Yeah. And the Moonchant with the Frostmoon Scions. And Alia is of the Treasure Hoarders, who were founded by Reed Miller, yes? Just double checking. Maybe? I think so, but I could be wrong. Anyway. Or did he found the Treasure Hunters? I honestly should double check that. But the point being, I wonder if this story becomes the true version behind the story that turns into Reed Miller stole the Sampo Mill from the governor. You know? Because if the Mad Monk was sent to Nodcry as a Tsar's envoy, he would be a real-life version of the governor. And then Reed Miller's over here, and he maybe learns what the Mad Monk is up to, so he steals the Sampo Mill from him. And that story becomes the legend of Reed Miller and the Sampo Mill and the governor, right? So that would be really cool, because I love it when, you know, fables and stories are based off of real-life events, and I could see that very well being it. Okay, that's super cool. Yeah, that directly relates to the main quest in this area. Oh, I'm psyched. We got so many name confirmations from that. Oh, she's got a little thing on her face. Okay, great. So, that's going to be all for now. As mentioned, we are kind of gradually making our way north up this island. With this exception, and obviously this exception over here. So, we have one more meeting point to do and the associated quest. And then I think after that, we'll start tackling either the Keeper-Maki Cliff Lightkeeper quest that we're working on. I'll figure out how to resurrect that. Or we'll start this Treasure Hoarder one. Maybe do that one first, and then finish up with the Keeper-Maki Cliff one. And we'll be done with this island. That's the tentative plan so far. Is this even an island? I assume it is. What's it called? What are you called? It doesn't tell me. This actually might not be an island. I'm just now realizing this might be a peninsula. If Snezhnaya is up here, based on what we currently know it is, this might be a peninsula, not an island. Fascinating. Anyhow. Yeah, so that's the tentative plan. You know, things might shift and end up in different positions, but that's the plan for now. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again for recommending the artifact sets. It's always a good idea to read those things. I'm glad that I was reminded before we got too far down our Nodcry path without reading them. And I'm super excited to see how they're playing into these world quests that we're working on here. So, appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So, big shout out to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Konosard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, G. Brillia, the Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, Axel Iron, Jay Quallen, Lunar, Mattsan, Marcin, Marcus, Sal, Don't Call It, Brian, Warp, Summer, Mo, Lizaria, Kagora, and all of our anonymous patrons. Thank you all very much, and I will see you all in the next one.